Hi there, we hope you're having a good time. My name is Harshit Ahuja. Over the course of the next 5 to 10 minutes, I'm going to sum up everything that's happened in the world of sport. There is news that we've got from Saudi Arabia. There is news that we've got from the cricket world as well. Remember, we're building up to the all-important border Gavaskar Trophy. And there is news coming in from Cricket Australia as well, because one of their key players, I would say, has indeed now announced retirement. So without wasting any time, let's just quickly dive into the top stories that are making the headlines at this hour. Starting with the big news that we were just talking about, Aaron Finch, the former Australian captain, I would say, has now announced retirement from all forms of cricket. He realized that he's not going to be in the scheme of things for the next T20 World Cup, which is going to take place in 2024, and he said that he realizes that, which is why he's now announced his retirement from all forms of cricket, though he will continue to play in the Melbourne Renegades, and he will continue to play franchise cricket all across the globe. But for now, he's called on is his time in international cricket, and he's definitely had a career to remember. He can be very proud of the fact that he's the first Aussie skipper to win the gold medal at the T20 World Cup, and also of course helped his team win the T20 World Cup back in the year 2021 at this iconic stadium, and that smile on his face pretty much sums up his career. He will be mighty proud of his contributions to Australian cricket. Of course, an aggressive opener, somebody who's now ended his career with 8,000 runs. Towards the twilight of his career, yes, we saw him struggle a bit for runs, didn't really have a great World Cup. Also in the 2022 edition of the T20 World Cup, we saw him struggle as well, and Australia also could not progress to the business end of the tournament. And but still, happy memories for Aaron Finch, and we wish him all the luck with whatever lies ahead for the former Australian captain. So that was news from the Australian cricket. Let's now talk about something that we've all been focusing a lot on, and that's the border Gavaskar Trophy. And Ravi Shastri has now picked India's match winner. He was asked as to who could be that player who makes or breaks, or who could be the decider as far as the series goes, and he's picked this man that you see on the screen, Ravichandran Ashwin. Ravi Shastri went ahead and said that Ashwin's form is going to be the key when you talk about the Australian series, because he said that Ravi Ashwin is an absolute package. He's the complete package, and he'll fit into any team playing test cricket out there. And just the one warning though, he said with regards to Ravichandran Ashwin, he hoped that Ravichandran Ashwin doesn't over plan for this Australian side, because we've seen what happens when Ravichandran tries to overplan and overdo things. We've seen him do the leg break as well. We've seen him try a couple of things. He goes around the wicket. We've seen him do all of that, but Ravi Shastri feels that he has enough in his arsenal to be able to challenge the Australian side, and he in fact could be the real match winner for India come the border Gavaskar Trophy. Remember, 9th of February is when the series starts. There is already a lot of talk happening around the series. Ravichandran Ashwin himself has been extremely active on Twitter. In fact, very cheekily, when it was asked on Twitter as to what men like when it comes to something that starts with the word B, he said it is the border Gavaskar Trophy. So he's absolutely thrilled with regards to the border Gavaskar Trophy, and he indeed is going to be a key figure as far as India are concerned. Talking more about cricket, well, the Women's Premier League, the inaugural edition of it is going to be starting on the 4th of March, and the inaugural edition will conclude on the 26th of March. Arun Dhumal, the BCCI official, has now announced the dates, and it's official now that the inaugural edition of the Women's Premier League will be held in the month of March, from the 4th of the month to the 26th of the month. Let's just quickly run you through some details that we've managed to put together for you as far as the Women's Premier League is concerned. Well, the matches will be held at two stadiums, which is going to be the Brabant Stadium as well as the D.Y. Patil Stadium. So two venues for the inaugural edition of the Women's Premier League. Moving on, the auction will be held on February the 13th. So just about a week's time, you're going to be seeing the auction take place as well. And there's just about 1,500 players who've registered for the inaugural edition. So that just tells you about the kind of buzz that's not just in India with regards to this tournament, but global buzz that this tournament has now made, because as many as 1,500 players have registered themselves for the inaugural edition. And as far as the first season goes, you're going to be seeing 22 games take place. It's going to be in the league format. Remember, there are 5 franchises. They're going to be playing in the league format, and after which the teams finishing in the top 2 will then play the final of the first ever edition of the Women's Premier League. So this is what we know as far as the inaugural edition of the Women's Premier League is concerned. But shifting the focus now to football, Cristiano Ronaldo, we know, under difficult circumstances, made that switch from Manchester United to Saudi club Al Nassr. And well, one of his teammates says that Cristiano Ronaldo is making things rather difficult over there. What is this all about? Let's just quickly tell you what his teammate Luis Gustavo had to say with regards to Cristiano Ronaldo. Well, he said that the presence of Cristiano Ronaldo makes it difficult for us, as all teams seek to participate against him in the best possible way, and he gives us motivation all the time. That is what Luis Gustavo had to say about Cristiano Ronaldo. And as we know, Cristiano Ronaldo, he may not have had an ideal start to his career over there. Yes, he scored 2 goals in Saudi. One, of course, when he was playing for the Al Riyadh team when they took on PSG. He scored twice over there, but he's just scored the 1 league goal, by the way, in the 3 appearances that he's made for Al Nassr. But having said that, we know he's a fighter. He likes competing at the highest level. And when Luis Gustavo says that things are getting difficult over there, that's because Cristiano Ronaldo, he feels, is pushing everyone to the top, and what he does is he does motivate the players around him. So that's what Luis Gustavo had to say. Let's quickly now tell you the last bit of news that we have in this segment for you, which is Jesse Marsch has been sacked by Leeds United. Remember, Leeds are in the relegation battle as of now. They happen to be 18th, if I'm not wrong, in the league, and which is why you see Jesse Marsch now getting sacked. This comes obviously after the 1-0 defeat to Nottingham Forest that Leeds had to endure, and they've got a tough match up ahead in the next game week as well, because they face Manchester United. So things not looking bright as far as Leeds are concerned. They were only back in the Premier League a couple of seasons back, and they find themselves in the relegation battle all over again, and not much has gone their way as far as this particular season is concerned. They've struggled. Yes, they lost to certain Rafinha in the transfer window, and they've struggled ever since then. They've been wrecked by a few injuries too, and just about a year after he was appointed, Jesse Marsch has been given the sack by the Leeds board, because they feel it's the right time to part ways, and if there is any sort of a change that has to happen, it should happen right away. So that's all that we had in this morning update for you. Over the course of the day, we're going to be filling you in with all things happening in the world of sport. My name is Harshit Ahuja. Do like, share and subscribe this video with your friends and family members, and like we always tell you, do subscribe to Sports Today.